Welcome to Smart Ways to Gain YouTube Subscribers Part 6. I'm John. And thanks for tuning in. This is going to be kind of a miscellaneous show where we're going to talk about a variety of technical issues and some blogging ideas and various other things that kind of were left out of previous episodes. So it's kind of a catch-all. I apologize that maybe it lacks focus and is maybe one of the weaker ones of the episodes, but I thought some of these tips may help people. So let's take a look at the list. Another form of YouTube video or vlogging is vlogging with two people in front of the camera, whether it be your son or daughter or a boyfriend or girlfriend or any other person that has a relation to you that you feel comfortable with. It's a great way to add a sense of humor and kind of dialogue that is missing in solo vlogs, because solo vlogs tend to be very serious, but when you're with another person there tends to be a lot more of a lighthearted feel to a video, and sometimes that can make it more entertaining. Also it can make it less threatening because you have another person there to kind of play off of. You don't have to be saying everything all the time in front of the camera. So think about vlogging with a friend or introducing that, and it's a good way to kind of get comfortable in front of the camera because you have someone else there and you're kind of going along this journey together. Another technical aspect that I've noticed on YouTube is people have an audio-video sync problem, that either their frame rate is very low or their video is out of sync with their voice. And I've noticed that this actually may be a slight technical problem with the way that webcams work, or at least my webcams work. So let me show you an example of this. If I turn out all the lights in my room, or the majority of the lights in my room, I achieve that same problem with the same webcam. It's exactly the same settings. I don't touch anything about it. It just works worse in darker lit rooms. So let me show you. So as you can see, I am very poorly lit compared to when my other two main light sources are on. And also, the frame rate is reported to be about a third of what it normally is. And it achieves this kind of slideshow type effect. And it is very hard to annoying. So it may not be your webcam. It may be that you're just not lighting your scenes well enough. So, because a fix might be just that easy. Another way you can adjust the lighting or contrast or color of your scene is to change the settings of most standard webcams. They usually come, like mine comes with a brightness, an exposure, a gamma, and a sharpness setting. And I can also lock or unlock exposure, so I can set the exposure so it doesn't change if I move around the scene or things like that. It's another way to kind of cheat or tweak your quality of your image or the way it's recorded without having to resort to adding a bunch of extra lights or changing various light settings. So it's another way to kind of adjust your scene, and it's free. Now I wanted to focus on Windows Movie Maker because one, it's the most commonly used video editing software on YouTube, and two, it's free. It comes with Windows XP, everyone has it, it's installed on their machine by default, even if you don't know about it. And it's great because it's pretty powerful. It allows you to do some pretty interesting things with it. It's certainly not the end-all be-all of video editing. There's much better ones out there, much more professional packages. I will provide a link of other video editing software that you can potentially purchase. I'll add a couple tutorials of iMovie, Apple's iMovie, and also Windows Movie Maker in the show description over here, I think. And it will be a good way to get leg up if you're not familiar with it, you've been intimidated in the past. It's really not that hard. Probably an hour's time, you probably can get a pretty good basic grasp of it and start editing your videos and making them a lot more polished. So let's focus on the first one, which is voiceovers. So I've selected my video that I recorded that I want to put a voiceover, and the audio part that also is another video that I recorded purely for audio purposes. So let's drag those two into Windows Movie Maker. And it takes a second for those to import. Okay, now that it's imported, I drag it into the timeline. Okay, and there it is. Let's zoom in on it. And this has an audio channel, so I don't want this audio channel to be used, so I select mute on the audio track, and then I take my video that I'm only concerned about the audio and drag it into the audio. See, I'm dragging it into the audio section. And there it is. And now it's the audio, so I still have my video, and let's watch it play. So what I'm recording here is actually just a webcam video but I'm only concerned about the audio part of the video. And how I separate the video from the audio is that once I import it into Windows Movie Maker, instead of dragging it into the video timeline, I drag it into the music and audio timeline. And this will allow me to this will force Windows Movie Maker to only use the audio aspect of this video and achieve essentially a voiceover. And this video tip is actually supplied by another YouTube user named Laurbubble. And I noticed in her video she was actually having two of herself in the same frame, and I noticed that she was using Windows Movie Maker, and so I asked her how did she do it. And she pointed me to a site that, or actually a tutorial that has a site of Windows Movie Maker plugins, and this is one of the neater ones. And what it does is it divides the image down and adds two videos together, and it divides it down the middle. So you kind of have a split screen effect. And so she uses it where she's on one side of the screen in one video, and on the other side of the screen in the other video, and can have a conversation with herself in the same frame. And it's a really neat effect. You can use it for lots of different things, and it kind of again shows the power of Windows Movie Maker, especially for, again, free piece of software. So let's take a look. So what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I had a feeling you were going to say that. So this concludes part 6, and if you have any requests or questions for part 7, please leave them in the comments or post a video response. So until next time, take care.